Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, David here, and welcome back to another video. You've read the title correctly. This is not clickbait. We have some great, good information coming straight from ATLUS about a potential Persona 4 remake, and I think we can stop saying a potential remake. There's enough evidence. A remake for Persona 4 is in the works at ATLUS, and we have definitive proof that it exists today. If you don't know me, my name's David. I run this YouTube channel. I do weekly RPG video, mostly on ATLUS, but I do other stuff. I made a video about Skies of Arcadia yesterday, coping a little bit, but still. And today, this is an ATLUS news episode, so I do this thing where I cover all ATLUS news, leaks, and rumors. So if you're into that kind of stuff, please consider dropping a quick subscription. So we have to go on twitter.com or x.com, where friend of the channel, Faz, spotted something a little bit interesting. Persona 4 re.jp was registered a few hours ago. So there are, Faz is talking here about a website domain. So ATLUS registered a website domain for p4re.jp. They registered that a couple of hours ago, he's saying. What does that mean? Well, what does that mean? It means that ATLUS actually secured a website domain for the official P4RE website for Japan. So it's a Japanese domain since it's .jp. Now, as Faz is saying, I covered that on an ATLUS news episode 2 years ago before Persona 3 Reload was officially revealed in an Instagram story by ATLUS West, if you guys recall that. A couple of months before, I think it was Faz is saying 3 months later, P3 Reload was officially revealed. 3 months before, that's when they registered a website domain for p3re.jp in Japan, which means that, 1 + 1 = 2. Think about it. 3 years ago, 3 months before the official Persona 3 Reload reveal to the world, ATLUS registered a website domain in Japan for p3re.jp, and now the same thing is happening with p4re.jp. I made a few videos talking about a potential Persona 4 remake. It makes all the sense in the world for a Persona 4 remake to happen, and I did cover a few weeks ago that the lead singer, or at least one of the lead singers behind the Persona 4 soundtrack, and not just Persona 4, all Persona 4 titles, so Persona Q, Persona 4 Arena, Persona 4 Dancing, Persona 4 Golden. This singer shared on Instagram a few weeks ago that, hey, she was back in the studio, an ATLUS studio where they record music for games, and she was recording new tracks, and she said it was challenging or something along those lines. And I thought, hey, what could she work on? I mean, everything that she worked on for ATLUS is Persona 4 related. And I'm like, if something Persona 4 is in the works at ATLUS right now, it's Persona 4 Rerun or Persona 4 Remake, right? It's P4RE. It cannot be like a new Persona 4 spinoff in 2025. Some of y'all commented that, but I was like, I disagree. I respectfully disagree. I think right now we're not getting new Persona 4 title except a remake, which makes the most sense in the world, because I know Persona 4 and Persona 4 Golden aged like fine wine. These games are worth playing in 2025. You can go back and play these games on any modern platform, or hell, you can even go back to the Vita and you'll have a good time playing P4G. The PS2 version, a little bit crusty, still definitely playable and still aged very well. So do we need a remake in that sense? No. I was of the opinion that Persona 3 didn't need a remake, but I'm still able to say that, hey, it deserved a remake more than Persona 4 does. That being said, Persona 3 Reload sold 1 million in a matter of days or hours, if I recall correctly. It broke sales records for the Persona franchise as one of the fastest selling title, or the fastest 1 million selling title for ATLUS. Of course they were going to do Persona 4. Of course they were going to do Persona 4. There was no doubt in my mind. In a business sense, it makes perfect sense. People are going to show up. People are going to buy it. I'm of the opinion that the game doesn't need a remake. Of course I'll play a remake of Persona 4. If I am able to play P4G with a recomposed soundtrack like Reload got, with Reload visuals, bruh, I'm always looking for a reason to play Persona 4. So yes, I will. Now, the question is, I think we're all in agreement, or at least I assume most people will be in agreement that, hey, it's happening. When is it going to release? I'll be honest, I know what Faz is saying, and I do agree with him. Like, P3RE.jp was registered months before Reload was revealed. I refuse to believe, for now, at least, I hope I'm right on this one, because this would be a disappointment for a lot of people. I refuse to believe that P4RE, that Persona 4 remake or rerun, or call it however you want to call it, I refuse to believe that it's not going to drop after P6. It needs to release after Persona 6. Persona 6 needs to be next in line. I keep saying this. We're ready for Persona 4. We're good. It's been the longest gap between mainline Persona titles. We are ready for Persona 6, and Persona 6 has been in the works since the latest I can see it starting development is 2019, when Persona 5 Royal dropped in Japan. The latest I can imagine, which means the game is minimum, or has been in development for minimum 6 years. I refuse to believe that a Persona 4 remake is going to release before P6. That would be crazy. Now, when would they reveal it? If it really is getting revealed in 3 months, it would be June. Summer Games Fest, any type of showcase, the Xbox showcase, anything's possible. Maybe, but at this point, I want to hear you guys on this. So, Persona 4 Remake, Persona 6, what the hell is going on? What are they doing? Are we really going to be playing a Persona 4 Remake before P6? Because I'm trying to, I'm trying to imagine a scenario where that happens, and I can only think that, hey, people are going to be mad and people are going to be disappointed and everything. I'm still very excited, I'll be honest. P4RE is real. I believed it ever since Reload dropped and we saw the sales numbers. I was very confident that, hey, we're going to get P4RE. But at this point, it's a confirmation. It's pretty much a confirmation. ATLUS themselves registered a website domain in Japan for P4RE. They did the same thing with P3RE, which, hey, right there on my shelf, we have that game, Persona 3 Reload, in our hands right now. That is P3RE. Come on. 1 + 1 = 2, as I said. Hey, thank you all so much for watching this quick bit of news. The link to Faz's Twitter is going to be in the video description as always. Thank you for watching. And if you want to stay up to date on all things ATLUS, you're at the right place. Please consider subscribing. Otherwise, if you like the video, a thumbs up is always a big help. You have a good day, y'all. Thank you so much. Bye.